Well, good afternoon and God bless out there in Radio Land. Hey, it's your boy, Pastor Rod Hickman. We're so glad to be able to bring you another episode of Kingdom Conversation here at the Generational Wealth Builders headquarters where poverty ends with us. Listen, have a great show today. And I'll introduce my guest here in a little later on. But listen, tell a neighbor, tell a friend, like, share. It's that time. It's time to really just talk about things that relates to the kingdom as well as it relates to how we as the church can better impact and better serve the community. I'm so elated here to be with you today to have two very special guests, one of which I've known for a while since I've been around Covington, and she's been a great, great friend, and another one whom I've had the pleasure of meeting with very late, met just the other day. Okay, there we go. I had to get it out. We met just the other day and we had a wonderful, wonderful conversation. So we're going to be talking about just some really, really good things that can really, really help the community. So if you know somebody that needs a hand up, if you know somebody who's going through something right now and really needs some help or could really use some guidance about how to come up just a little bit more in these mean streets out here, you want to call them right now and tell them to get on the line because we're going to have just a wonderful, wonderful episode today. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you first Miss Farida Yarborough. She's a well-known figure out here in the grand old city of Covington, and we're so glad to have us here. Won't you go ahead and say something to us, Farida?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Farida Yarborough. I work with SEACOA. I am a lead navigator here. My office is located in front of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you.
Okay, all right. I expected a little bit more, a little razzle dazzle, but that's okay. It'll get better as you loosen up. And we're so proud to have the director of SEACOA in this area, Miss Marla Smith Brown. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're so grateful to be here, Pastor Rod. Thanks for allowing us this time to talk about many of the things that you express and are so passionate about,
Yes,
not just on a weekly basis.
That's right.
This broadcast,
That's right.
But every single day of your life. And we're just happy to be here to talk about building, as we discussed just the other day, health and wealth in our
That's
communities
That's
and
right.
making a difference in God's way.
That's right. That's right. And for those of you out there, again, please like, please share, because what we're talking about today is the missing link in the community, right? I'm quite sure each one of us would all agree that our community really needs some help right now. There are a lot of gaps that are in our community, and people are falling through the cracks, right? Whether we want to blame it on politicians, we want to blame it on the past, whatever we want to blame it on. Let's just be honest and talk about it today. And that's what we're going to do today. And again, I just can't help but express, if there's a man out there, or if you know a man that's going through some stuff right now, he wants to be on today because there's going to be some valuable information that's really going to be able to help. If you have children, and again, if you're struggling, going through, listen, all of us have been there. All of us have had to try to come up. But I just want you to know, don't just let this time pass. Y'all know I don't normally get on here and talk about like and share and stuff like that. But I want you to, because if you have any questions or comments, we have two experts here that'll be able to answer your questions. And so I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to let Director Brown here begin to explain to us a little bit about what SEACOA really is.
All right, thank you again, sir. So SEACOA is a national nonprofit that has been in existence since 1987. We've served in the Mid-South community for about 17 years. But let me take you back a little bit and talk about the early days of SEACOA. SEACOA started off as a national nonprofit founded in part by the Ford Family Foundation. And all of the activity at that time was directed towards financial supports for HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
So SEACOA's primary purpose at that time was to support historically Black colleges and universities by assisting with funding in various ways.
Right.
Over the years, though, SEACOA has morphed and changed to respond to the needs of the entire community by And we do that by two separate arms, either workforce development or work and family supports.
Okay.
And so here in the Mid-South, we have taken that work to heart. And although SEACOA is not a faith-based nonprofit, Pastor Rod, I have to tell you, we have a magnificent team of individuals that are led by God, and this is God's work.
That's right.
And we realize that.
That's right.
And so again, thanking you for this opportunity to share with you today and all of those who will like and share this afternoon. We
That's
pray. Right. Here in the Mid-South, we have a number of different programs to foster that community health and wealth, which we pray and we hope will lead to generational wealth. How we change, how we look at how we live in this world today. I heard you mention earlier those mean streets out here.
That's right. That
is so true.
It
is so true. And we all need to be prepared, and we all need to be better informed about how we can help ourselves and others.
That's right.
And so SEACOA has some core programs here in the Mid-South region. How far do you want me to go into those, Pastor Rod? All right, awesome. I will start with our largest program, which is called Strong Fathers, Stronger Families. So again, as you stated earlier, Pastor Rod, if there are any gentlemen out there listening, please call your friends up, let them know to listen in today for sure.
That's right.
Because we want to be that missing link for dads in our communities today. The Strong Fathers, Stronger Families program is led by Daryl K. Scott, who happens to be the presiding elder for the Millington District.
Okay.
And so let me tell you, that program is full of love and support. And again, we may not be faith-based, but it is God-led.
That's right. That's right.
So the Strong Father, Stronger Family programs provides relationship support, and it also provides workforce development supports. So we know that in many instances, we have to co-parent. The two may not, the mom and dad may not always be together, or whatever that situation looks like. But we can come together in a positive way to be a positive force in the life of those children or that child.
That's right.
It is about working together to change the life of the next generation and the generation that follows.
So true.
We know that by working together, that child will see a healthy relationship with both of his or her parents, again, whether they're in the same household or not.
That's right.
By learning and seeing that healthy relationship, now they know what to do when they become a parent.
That's right.
When they become someone's significant other. And so again, one of our team members said, we are actually touching lives of those who have not even been born yet.
That's right.
And every day in our walk,
that's phenomenal.
That's what we want to make sure that we are doing.
Absolutely.
And so the Strong Fathers, Stronger Families program also provides workforce development supports. So we do 2 weeks of workshops where we learn about how to have a better and healthy relationship. And I mean, we talk about things. It is a powerful 2-hour sessions. We break it up a little bit during the day because some of it gets really heavy.
Right.
But we have had some of the dads to post even on their Facebook pages, on their Insta accounts, to say that, you know what, y'all, it is amazing to be able to sit with my peers.
That's right.
Men who look like me.
That's right.
That I can be open and honest with and talk about my problems. There are often, I've heard some of the dads say, there are often so many programs out here for moms, for women.
That's right.
But there's no one who wants to really listen to the men. And so they have just talked exponentially about how the program has served and how they are learning to be better dads.
Yeah.
And it's a process.
That's right.
It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight. But again, that's what the program does. It works to support healing when there's a need.
Right. That's right.
It works to support camaraderie and friendship when there is a need. And so it helps in that we encourage the dads, hey, next time there's an event at school, don't miss it.
That's right.
Don't just get there. Right. Don't be there. But matter of fact, get there early.
That's right.
So that child sees your face
That's
in the
right.
crowd
That's
and knows that you are there to support as well.
That's right.
And so moving past that, we've had some dads at the end of the culmination of the workshops and our graduation ceremonies even bring that other co-parent and their children.
Wow.
So we know the growth and the change
right.
is happening, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see.
That's right. And I want to jump in here because, you know, that's something that that's very, very critical, that you're giving people the sense of achievement, right?
Yes, sir.
Because when people have the opportunity and feel like they've accomplished something, that does something to their self-esteem.
Yes,
And that gives them now purpose.
absolutely.
One of the things that's missing from our children of this generation, if we're honest, a couple of the generations that are parents now, is purpose, right? They were not instilled purpose. And again, a lot of this is because for whatever reason, I don't want to just lay blame on one thing, but let's just say we missed the ball on a couple of generations. And I often say it's that Barney and Teletubby generation that we're seeing right now.
Yes.
That is the one that didn't have Big Mama to look up
That's
to.
right.
You see what I'm saying? They didn't have Uncle Clyde that'll be like, hey, look at here, come on, cut this grass or rake these leaves. Let me instill purpose in you, right? So what happened is they were raised by the TV, they were raised by, their friends, and now we've seen a culture where, people are just kind of, like the song say, like a ship without a sail. So that, I think, is phenomenal in building that first layer of achievement, which establishes purpose. And I kind of forgot because I was so excited about getting started, but what I really wanted to talk about from this as far as the scripture reference that justifies why we should be doing this comes from Acts chapter 2. And it said, if you go down to verse 43, let's go up to 42, and it says, and they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine and fellowship, and in breaking of bread and in prayers. And fear came upon every soul. And many signs and wonders were done by the apostles. And all that believed were together and had all things common. Notice, then it said, and they sold their possessions and good and parted them to all men as every man had need. And then it said, and they continuing daily with one accord in the temple, breaking bread from house to house, did eat their meat with gladness and singleness of heart. I want to start off by saying, I think that is what's missing. That's the missing link from our community. We don't have that singleness of heart. We have where I'm in it for me, I'm going to get me and, me and mine, and we're going to stun on everybody else. And as a result of that, we've seen where parents have had to work 2 jobs because, even when I grew up on welfare, my mom still didn't come to the stuff. But thank God that I had somebody where I was able to see and be like, you know what? I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. That helped develop purpose. And as a result, I then, didn't look at my surroundings, and thank God it didn't become a product of my surroundings. But everybody is not the case. That's not the case for everybody. So this is where I believe that the church has got to get back on the ball in hosting these type of events and co-partnering with these events. It didn't cost you a thing to come here today. And I'm grateful that you came. But these are the kind of things that we need to have more in our church, more than the program for building fund and all that there, more than all this other stuff, more than the love days that we do. I'll go ahead and say it. These are the kind of functions that we need to have in our church because it's going to help build our community, right? And I'll say this and I'll turn it back over, but, you talk about how the fathers are seeing the co-parents being there and even their children being there. When I would do prison ministry, and we talked about this the other day, but it's amazing how men would say stuff like, hey, can you come to our Christmas thing? We're going to be singing. Would you come and see? And me coming to those events, they lit up like Christmas trees. And again, a lot of times those are men that where there was a missing link that led them down that road. But it's still missing because they still want that validation. And I circle back to say, that's why I applaud what you're saying about, giving them that room to talk, that place to be among peers, because in their, this is basically the same thing we're saying here, that there's that singleness of heart.
That's right.
All of them want to get better. All of them want to, come up and be good fathers. So
exactly.
Phenomenal.
Thank you, Pastor Rod. Thank you. So again, if there's anyone out there who knows of dads, or We call it Strong Fathers, Stronger Families, but
Mhm.
it's definitely open to moms as well.
Okay.
We know that there are some single moms out there who might need that same type of
That's
support to encourage those individuals to still reach out again to that other co-parent
That's right.
and say, hey, come listen to this workshop with me,
That's
or
right.
come participate in this event with me. Because again, it's not about self so much.
That's
when
right.
you have children,
That's
your
right.
life is no longer about
That's
you.
right. That's
Your
right.
life is about that child and raising that child to know that they are loved and there is a common bond to support that baby.
That's right.
And so again, Pastor Rod, I love that scripture you just shared. It's about singleness of heart. That's in verse 46. But if we flip back to 45,
Mhm.
it's because every man had
That's right.
need.
That's right.
And so that's what we work to try to do at SEACOA, to try to, now we can't do it all. We
That's
can't
right.
do all the work.
Let's keep it 100.
That's right.
Let's
We
keep it
can't do
100.
all
That's
the
right.
work.
That's
That's why we partner with you, Pastor Rob, with
That's right.
entities like Children and Family Services right here in Covington,
Mhm.
because we want to serve holistically.
That's right.
We want to bridge the gaps that may exist for people. And so we don't stop just with the Strong Father, Stronger Families program. We also have a program about health, making sure we are healthy.
That's right.
As African Americans, we face many comorbidities,
Mhm.
diabetes,
Mhm.
high blood pressure,
Mhm.
things of that nature. Well, we want to make sure that you can access those care, that type of care and those services.
That's right.
We have a program called Connecting Kids to Coverage, and it provides access to free medical insurance via the state of Tennessee for individuals with children in the household from ages 0 to 18.
Wow. Wait a minute. Say that. Whoa. Say that one more time so the people in the back can hear.
Exactly.
Say that one
It
more
is
time.
a insurance coverage program,
Uh-huh.
free assistance for free insurance coverage via the state of Tennessee
Mhm.
for any household that has an uninsured child ages 0 to 18.
Mhm.
If you can get that child insured, and if the parent needs insurance,
Uh-huh.
the parent can be insured as well.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I heard what I heard. There's no reason for people to not have insurance,
That's
health
right.
insurance.
That none at
No
all.
reason for people not to have health insurance. So, and again, this is the kind of stuff, and you know, this is our first time meeting in person. But Farida knows I call it straight down the middle. I don't mince my words. But we've got to do better.
Yes.
You know, there are opportunities out there. You know, we often say, you know, and I've heard it said quite often that if you want to hide something from folk, put it in a book, right? Because a lot of times people won't take the time to research
That's right.
and look for stuff. Well, we're bringing it right to you. We know you're scrolling on Facebook. We know you're out there on the gram and stuff like this. This is the time now when you can get help for yourself or somebody else. There's no reason for people, for Americans, let me just be it like this here, in this grand old state of Tennessee to not have health care for you or for your baby. And it's right here. And so is there a website or something they can go to and check, or how can they get in contact with you?
They can always visit seedco.org, or
Mhm.
they can call us directly right now. That's our national page, but they can call us directly right here in the
Mhm.
Mid-South region at 901-405-7882.
Okay, now, if you can write the number down, reach out to Farida Yarborough.
Yes,
She'll get you
exactly.
straight. Right.
That's right.
Farida Yarborough at I ain't gonna call your email, but it's old school, just so y'all know. but reach out to Farida Yarborough and she can get you connected with whichever program it is that you really need. So I just want to thank you for that. And I didn't mean to just interject, but
No, thank you.
the fact of the matter is, how many times have you heard people say that I don't have this, I don't have that, you know, I don't have nobody to help me, or whatever the case may be? How many times have we heard people say that? It doesn't have to be the case, right? There is help for you, but you have to do something. And you know, you talked about them comorbidities. For those of y'all know, we do life insurance, but let's just be honest. Some of our decisions are what keep us in trouble, right? It's coming up on New Year. They already getting the chitlins out. They already getting the chitlins out.
That's right.
Look at that, Farida, like, don't be calling me out
Right.
like that.
Exactly. Me either. Quiet as it's kept. Me either, Pastor Ron.
I mean, you know,
Right.
just like a half a bowl. Okay.
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 But yeah, but either way, if you're gonna eat them chitlins, you might want to make sure you got some health insurance. And then I know my wife is sitting over here in the corner and gonna look at me because I'm one that have insurance but don't go to the doctor, right? So we got to do better about that, right? Yeah. We just have to do it. Okay, I'm gonna get it back to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm going to let the expert talk about her program. It's called Linking You and Neighbors to Coverage, and that is Farida Yarbrough. She is our lead navigator in this region. And Farida does an awesome work in connecting people, getting people insured in a bigger way, even outside of our Connecting Kids program. So I'm gonna turn it over to Farida and let our in-house expert talk to you about that.
Good afternoon. Yes, I work with the Link program, and it is through the Marketplace, the Affordable Care Act. We target those individuals, and what I'm looking at now, those individuals who do work a job, but insurance is not offered through their employer. I've also been talking to parents that their children are young adults and come off of their insurance. They have jobs, but now they don't have health coverage. Also, the working environment that have been laid off, if they're been laid off from their jobs and they're seeking, they have went out to seek other employment, but again, it's part-time employment and they're not being offered insurance. Also, those elderly that's looking for like another part on their Medicare, we're also geared toward helping them as well. So if you don't have healthcare coverage and you need it and you do have an income, I am able to help you find low premiums. Some people have no premiums at all through the Marketplace, and I just advise you just to give me a call. We have 92 plans that you can actually go. You're able to enroll in. I don't help with that part but I will help you navigate through the application, get the application, and then go over the different plans for you that will help your budget. And also, you can once we go in there, if whatever your healthcare needs are, we're able to put that in the system as well. And it does like a filter, like if you're just shopping, like if you're shopping online, it's just that easy. Whatever medication, whatever doctor, and it's some actually good plans. I know in the past with the Obamacare, everybody was like, well, I heard that no, I'm telling you, I've been in the system since November 1st. It is actually good plans, like good plans that you can go to the doctor and be able to not have a copay. Some copays as low as $20, and that's like money that we maybe eat at a fast food restaurant.
That's right.
And that money can go towards your health.
That's right.
So please give me a call. I am able to navigate you through the application, help you navigate through the different plans, find you a plan that fits your budget and your healthcare needs. My number is 901-341-3259.
Wow.
And also, I'm here in Tipton County. We have 10 counties that we are all working with the Link program, but we have a satellite office in Brownsville, Tennessee at 40 East Jefferson in Brownsville, the city of Brownsville, historic building. It's a beautiful building. It's probably the beautiful building up on the square. No offense to Mayor Ross, but it is. And also, we're in Jackson, Tennessee, in Madison County, and we're in Helping Hands. So I can see you from the street.
Okay.
So please get in touch with me so we'll be able to get you the health care coverage that you and your family need.
Wonderful. Now let me ask you a question, because I have a cousin that's on here and he's all the way in Delaware. Now you say SEACOA is national.
That's right.
Does it offer the same? Is that the same program throughout the nation?
We do have this in the Upper Eastern Shores of Maryland.
Okay.
So if he was in need of coverage and needed to reach out, we could connect him to that office or
Right.
anyone to that office,
Right.
and help them navigate through that appropriately.
Right.
Because while we may not be able to do that in
Right.
Delaware, we might have an arm that can.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah, because I know he pastors a church up there, and that'll be information that's beneficial again for the community.
Definitely.
And again, that's where I really want to make sure that this platform is for to get information out.
Yes.
And that's amazing. That again, and not understanding all, but it's good to hear something that is good. But at the end of the day, folks, you can have health insurance. Your family can be taken care of, and then you have little to no premium. So again, there's no reason for us not to start increasing our health as we work on building our wealth. Because as from the business side, that's what I focus on. I focus on helping people build wealth. And we kind of talked about this a little bit because I'm under the mindset that a budget is the roadmap to financial success, right?
That's right.
And the reason why I'm bringing this up on this kingdom perspective is because what we have to understand is those days of just coming to church, jumping, shouting, going home the same have got to be over, right? We've got to actually start doing things that meet the needs of family, that meet the needs of the people where they are, so that people don't feel like, or they're not victims of just playing church, but never growing. Right? We've got to start equipping people with information, and connecting them with people that can help, and entities that can support, for them to be able to have healthy families, for them to be able to grow and begin to go and pass that on generationally. See, that's the key behind it. It's not so much about the individual. It's about the legacy that's coming behind you, the generations that are coming behind you. How are they going to be set up to be able to understand healthcare? And again, be able to go to the doctor like you're supposed to, even in my own case, right? When you have this healthcare, when you have the dental care, because I believe dental is another part of it, right?
Absolutely.
So health and dental care, not to go get no gold grill neither, even though I'm kind of partial to gold grill, but still not no gold grill. But we want to be able to make sure that people are able to be healthy. All right.
Absolutely.
And with the Tennessee Medicare, we are able with that. The adults will be able to get just the medical only, but the kids are able to get medical, dental, and vision.
Okay.
Comprehensive coverage.
Okay.
Comprehensive
And
coverage.
it's free.
Right.
And it's free.
Yeah.
There is no need that people, again, have to deal with illnesses and go to the emergency room. And then you leave with a $400, $600, $700 bill.
That's right.
That you are responsible
That's
for.
right.
If you sign up and get health care coverage, you are getting assistance for free. And we can start doing better with, like you said, Pastor Rod, preventative care. Everything don't have to be treated or dealt with in the emergency room.
That's right.
You have a doctor that knows you.
That's right.
That you are comfortable with.
That's right.
That your child knows and that your child is comfortable with.
That's right.
So we want to talk about that preventative care.
That's right.
As we, again, go back to scripture. Every man has need.
That's right.
Everyone has need.
That's right.
So we want to just be, again, a part of the missing link.
That's right.
In the community.
That's right.
And helping people find the resources that they need to make their situations better.
So true. So true. So let me ask a question, because and I know I heard you say that, like, if you're not working now, or even if you're part-time, the premium it's going to change. So how does that work? So if I'm not working today, or if I'm working part-time and I get, $12 a month or $20 a month for a premium, right? How does it change if I get a full-time job?
Well, the system automatically with the marketplace, once you put in the actual income in, it automatically determines that. And that's what's good about it. Because you can always go back in and change that information. But what's so unique about the marketplace as well, it goes on your tax, what you file on your taxes.
Got it.
And it also is a 60-day window as well.
Got it.
That you can put in from there if your income does change.
Got it. Okay.
So,
It's really an ingenious process.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
you truly understood how it really worked, it's so beneficial to everyone.
Absolutely.
And I just wish people, again, it's hard. It's a challenge sometimes to navigate those systems, but that's why we have local experts here like Farida, who can help people navigate it, and she will help guide them through it. So all of my beauticians, all of my barbers out there, all of our local entrepreneurs, if you need healthcare coverage, please call Farida. For those who may be working temp jobs, again, you have the ability
That's right.
to have insurance coverage to take care of yourself and those you love.
That's right.
So again, connect with Farida. Farida, give us your number one more time.
901-341-3259.
All right. Yeah.
And I'm located in front of the Boys and Girls Club here in Covington, and in Brownsville at 40 East Jefferson in the historic building. And in Jackson, we're actually located in the Helping Hands building.
Right. And that's phenomenal because, again, now that's even open to self-employed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Man, look at here. All right, now I'm just saying that there's no reason because, again, when I work with people and do budget, let me back up. When you talked about going to the hospital, there's gonna be a charge.
That's right.
And what a lot of people don't realize is, if you don't pay it now,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be on your credit report.
That's right. That's right.
And trust me, you gonna
Exactly.
I think all of us have been
That's
there, right?
That's right.
But that's so impactful in the sense that you don't have to go through that
Mm-hmm.
by now being able to have the insurance, the health insurance. And one of the things that I see when I'm talking with people and trying to get them prepared to buy homes is, hey man, you got these medical bills on them. Now, of course, one of the services that I offer is debt elimination, and debt solutions where we can get that, negotiated down. But the point is, you don't have to have it. If you don't have to have it, don't have it on your credit score,
That's right.
right? Because again, that's something that you're going to have to straighten up.
Mm-hmm.
And from the insurance sector, what a lot of people don't know is that hospital debt, that debt. If you have an insurance policy, let's just say $100,000 insurance policy, and you have $50,000 worth of hospital debt, they can lay claim to that life insurance.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's why when folk tell me, well, I got about $25,000, I'm like, hey, fam, that ain't no money. Your family gonna be struggling with the can, And I say that in jest, but that's real life. Because we have to make sure that our affairs are in order. And again, part of the missing link that we have in the community is that we don't trust one another. We don't work with one another, right? There used to be a time where you could go work. Like we have a great neighbor named Deacon George Holland, one of the greatest men that I know. And what he has done was he would always, I'd see him, he'd just take my son, be like, well, hey, let me show you how to do this and let me show you how to do that. There was that neighborhood where they would just, my son is your son is my son. I'm not going to treat your child any less than I would treat my own. But we've gotten away from that. And I believe part of the reason why we've gotten away from that is because people are embarrassed, right? And I just want to say, there's no reason to be embarrassed because you don't have healthcare or anything else like that, because you don't make as much money as the next person. There is no reason for you to be embarrassed. The only reason for embarrassment is if you stay in that condition, because there is help out here. Exactly. So if you need health insurance, call Farida or reach out to Farida. If your babies need health insurance, reach out to Farida. Again, she is someone that's always here. Again, always here. And again, no matter whether you're in Jackson or Brownsville or in Tipton County, reach out to Farida. And again, if you're not in this area, if you're in a different state, reach out to SEACOA. Again, still reach out to Farida,
right?
Because she can help get you connected to the right person in your area that will be able to help you out. So again, there's just really no reason. And especially now with a lot of people losing jobs, a lot of people are unemployed, because businesses are shutting down. Let's just keep it 100. They are shutting down. And from a economic standpoint, I understand why, because you have so much money invested in your business, but if you're not making in what you need, you'll cut your losses and go on about your business.
That's right. That's right.
And a lot of people did that. A lot of people did that during the pandemic. But we're also in Hardeman County, McNairy County,
right? Dyer, Chester.
Chester. So we're all over,
right?
On this side of the Tennessee River. So I need people to call me. I think probably the first of the year going into maybe the second or third week of January 2022, there will be a new hospital facility open up in Brownsville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Brownsville has been without a hospital for a while,
Mhm.
and Michael Banks has did a great job over in Brownsville. I'm just excited about being in the city of Brownsville in the Haywood County, laying boots on the ground and helping those in those areas get healthcare coverage so they can get the medical needs that they need, because it's been a long time. When you see a city
Mhm.
that does not have a hospital, that's a concern.
Yep.
Right.
Because you know it's sick people there.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So we're excited about being in Haywood County and doing the work there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
please reach out to me if you're in that area, so we can get you some healthcare coverage, so you'll be able to go to the new hospital with healthcare coverage and not without.
That's right. And you know, even the town where I'm from, down in South Florida, a little town called Pahokee. And actually, the author James Patterson did a.
Yes.
You seen?
Yes.
So
Wow.
yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from the Muck. Yeah.
That's
All my
right.
Muck babies out there,
That's
y'all
all
know.
right.
Yeah. But the hospital that I was born in closed down, and so now they have to drive so far to go to another hospital. But again, that's just when you already have people who are already not willing, don't really understand. They'll just suffer
Right.
in silence, right?
Exactly, and there's no need for that.
There's no need for that.
need for that, because there are resources out there
There are.
that are available that will come to you.
That's right.
Let's say, for instance, you cannot get to one of our offices, and whether it's in Jackson or Tipton or wherever we may be, we have a team of professionals that will come to you. We've learned in the pandemic that we can do all things virtually
That's right.
now. You know, we can do it via FaceTime, whatever that might need to look like. There's no reason to suffer.
That's right.
There's no reason to continue in that same state.
Right. So y'all come out to the mean streets too?
We sure do.
Yeah.
I've done home visits.
That's right.
I've done
That's
home visits. I got it approved with my senior director, because people are leery about giving their information, especially if you have somebody like, no, I don't, but I got permission, and when I got to the home, I presented myself professionally, and they knew I was there to help.
That's
So
right.
that's why. So I will do a home visit. I haven't did many, but I will do home visit.
If there is a need.
Absolutely. So there's no reason to continue. And so I guess I'm just thrilled. I think what we'll do is probably get some websites from the card and stuff like that, and contact information, that I'll go and actually post them in the chats. But listen, out there, I just want you to know, it's help out here if you need it. And as we get ready to wrap this up, I just want you to know that there is a singleness of heart here, and that desire is to help families. That is to help build strong communities. It takes nothing in order to change nothing. It takes nothing but just to continue to just sit by the wayside and do nothing, or sit there and complain and say, well, ain't nobody want to help me. As the old saying goes, God help those who help themselves, right? And all you have to do is call Farida. Reach out to Farida. That's your first point right there. If you need health insurance, if you need your children covered, if you're a brother that want to be in the life of your children. And listen, I can express to you how imperative it is for fathers to be in the life of their children. And let me make sure I clarify this: to have healthy relationships, right? Not fathers that are going to lead us down the same path that got them messed off, but fathers that will lead their children and lead those families to places where they can be productive citizens in the community. Listen, it's past time for that. So if you're a brother, again, if you feel like, man, I can't stand the blase, then you need to be talking to the strong fathers, strong families.
That's right.
Situation. I mean, I'm telling you, come on here. There's no reason for you not to be able to be in your children's life. Again, think about how you felt if your father or your mother was not in the school play when you were there. When you looked out there, did you see your parent? If you saw them, how much pride did that give you? If you did not see them, how did you feel about that? And think that you're transferring that very same feeling to your child. So again, just want to make sure that we realize there is help out there. It's called SEACO, SEEDCO, and reach out. There's a capable team that wants to help and will help you. And again, if you need help with budgets, that's what we do here at Generational Wealth Builders, and it's free. It's complimentary. I don't charge you a thing to help create a budget for you. I don't charge you a.
Wow.
And here's what people don't understand. I'm a consultant. I'm a business consultant. I go into companies and I put millions of dollars back on the table. And this is the same thing that I give them. I charge them for. I'm giving it to the community for free.
Unheard of.
I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you. There is no charge. And all because I believe in building generational wealth. All because I believe that where the Bible says that the poor you'll have with you always, it didn't say it had to be you.
That's right.
Amen.
It didn't say it had to be you. Now I'm just that's me right there. That's me. That's me. Lord gave it out.
Amen.
But I want.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah, he gave me that one. Yeah, he gave me that one. But again, that's what we want you to do. Listen, you don't have to continue. Again, I don't care what they say on the news, things of that nature. It starts in the community. And when we as a community decide that we are not going to be separated, that we are not going to be divided, but that we're going to work together to build a stronger community, let me tell you something now. That's where you'll be able to see the hand of the Lord.
Amen.
So
Amen.
fresh. I mean, just so, I mean, people's mind will be blown by what happened. And how do I know? Because the same thing happened with Nehemiah. The Bible said that Nehemiah, because they put their hand to the work, they had a sword in one hand, but they were working with the other. And initially when the folk was talking, saying, oh man, a little fox can run across that and that wall gonna fall. But then they saw that the foxes was running across and the wall never fell. Why? Because they were on one mind to build the wall. And I believe that when we get on one mind to build our community, to build our families, I believe we'll have the same success. All right. I'll leave closing conversation, start with Farida and then come to Director Brown.
Well, I just thank you for having us today. I thank you for Pastor Rod. I don't care what I ask you. You are always in the community doing things, you and your wife, First Lady, behind the scenes. And I want to thank you for that. You have supported SEACOA ever since I've been in that position for the last 2 years. And I just encourage other pastors to let us come in and be able to share. Because I feel that in order for SEACOA to really be in the community, we need the support of our local church.
That's right.
That's right.
And I appreciate just Miss Brown considering me for this task of being the lead navigator. But my boots are on the ground, and I'm out here every day. Sometimes of just coming up with things to try to make it to attract, because sometimes you have to attract people to get them to come in, for you to be able to sit down to tell them and get their mind and get them focused on what you're trying to do. But it's free, you guys. It's nothing more than me being on the computer and putting your information in and you becoming healthy.
Yes.
And I think, and you find out if you're eligible right then. When I click the enter 10 seconds, you're eligible. So it's just that easy.
Yep.
And I just need time, and I just need people to just spread the word, and we're gonna make it happen.
Absolutely. Now this does cover pre-existing conditions as well.
It does. Absolutely.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
I might drop my. Wait a minute, I might need to call you.
Right.
You can give me a better price.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I must say yes, it does, and I got a call Wednesday morning. We hear a lot, can't say, but I'm just going to tell this person had me crying because I made sure that November 1st I did what I said I was going to do before then, and this person was able to get healthcare coverage and have a major surgery.
Wow.
On the day that his insurance was off.
Wow.
So I'm blessed to
That's
be able
right.
to do that. So it's some very good success stories that I have had since November 1st being in this role and just helping my people. And my people is
All people.
Everybody.
That's right.
Everybody.
That's
Everybody.
right. That's right.
So I just encourage, and even with the Stronger Fathers, Stronger Families, I had people to reach out to me last week. And it's not just for the African American community.
That's right.
It's for everybody.
That's right.
So I want to kind of put that out there. I don't know who told somebody that, but no, this is for all men of all cultures.
That's right.
We need you.
That's right.
Exactly.
We need you.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm excited. I'm just excited.
Yeah. If you're a father, it's for you.
That's right. I think that's
period. Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah. Because come on now, let's just be honest. Separation is not just a poor man's ailment. All right.
That's
you got
right.
rich folk that are
That's
separate
right.
too. Come on now. Let's just be
That's
honest
right.
about it. So let's just, because people, anytime you have people in the mix, you're going to have, whatever situation. So it's for everybody. And I'll just say the only shame that there is if you decide to not take advantage of something designed to enrich you, and not even just enrich you, but to enrich your child, to make sure that your child grows up to become a healthy and productive citizen in society. That's when it's a shame. Whether it's a male or a female, mama or daddy, right? Mama or daddy. That's when it's the shame.
Exactly.
All right, Director Brown.
Well, first, let me say, Pastor Rod, it's been just a blessing to be here with you and First Lady Christie.
Yes.
I've just enjoyed you both. Thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the opportunity just to share this information. I want everyone to know that, again, SEACOA is here. We are embedded in the community. We have people like Farida. Oh, my goodness. We have a team of folks who are those boots on the ground and don't mind coming to you. We will meet you where you are.
Mhm.
And no matter what the situation, again, SEACOA may not be able to do all things, but we can sure enough connect you to who can.
That's right.
In the Strong Fathers, Stronger Families program, Daryl Scott, who is again that director, would kill me if I did not share that. This program was kind of designed initially to help dads who were unemployed, who were looking for work. But you know what, Pastor Hickman, is just like you just mentioned a moment ago. Separation, it sees no boundaries.
That's right.
It sees no
That's
color. Right. It sees no financial status.
That's right.
We have had some very affluent dads
Mhm.
participating in our workshops that you do get paid for. You get paid to attend the workshops. But dads, we have had some of our other peer dads say, hey, you looking for what? What kind of work do you like to do?
Right. That's
Call
right.
me.
That's right.
Here's how you reach me.
That's
and
right.
so it has become truly a community
That's
of
right.
fathers and moms too that work together and love on each other and support each other.
That's right.
SEACOA can help you with rental assistance. If you are facing eviction, if this pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us that we better be prepared and know where our resources are.
That's right.
If you join the fatherhood program, we can help you potentially with rental assistance. We can help you find employment. You get paid to participate in the workshops. Listen,
Beautiful.
give us a call. Give us a call. We are here to help. My email address is mbrown@seacoa.org. The director of the fatherhood program is dscott@seacoa.org. And of course, y'all know how to reach Farida. Please give us a call. We want to walk this journey with you.
Absolutely.
We want to be a part of your lives because, again, we know and understand that every man has needs.
That's right.
So reach out. Give us a call.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And as I said, my wife is here. She's sitting over here offline or whatnot, but thank God for her being here as well.
Amen.
But listen, that's our show for today. But I pray again that you like, share. Again, I pray that you would tell somebody about it. You know me, I'm like a dog with a bone. When I get on something, I'm on it. And again, until we can start making ourselves whole, right? But again, I use this analogy quite often, right? I can have all of the tools to help heal a wound. But if you won't move your hand so that I can access that wound, I can't do anything. And you could potentially bleed out and die. And that's what happens when you have information out there that's able to transform your life. And again, not just your life, but the life of others. And so I say this because I just feel it in my heart to say, I don't care where you feel you are right now. That's not where you belong. That's not your destiny. That's just a place where you're going through. That's just a place of, hey man, let's call it a place of learning, right? But you're transitioning to your better place. If you make it up in your mind to stay there, that then and only then does that become permanent. Then and only then does it become permanent, but it does not have to be permanent. Hard times build strong people, but a community is what ensures that we go through these hard times together, and that we encourage one another so you don't have to feel like you're alone. All right. So grateful again for you, ladies. Thank you all so much. This has been another episode of Kingdom Perspective. I hope that you've gained something from this. And again, I hope that you'll share it and tell everybody about it. Until next time, it's your boy, Pastor Rod Hickman, and we'll talk at you soon. God bless.